Yeah, definitely nice to battle back. I thought we had a good first period. They kind of a mistake on my part that cost our team, and but we found a way to battle back, and that's real positive.
To play that way against that team, is that a confidence boost in your eyes, even though you didn't get the result at the end?
Yeah, it's a confidence boost, I guess, but we got to find ways to get the full 2 points, and had a good chance there in overtime. A few guys had some good chances in overtime, but we didn't bear down and finish it. So frustrating just to get one, but at the same time we'll take it.
What happens on that play? It looked like you made the exact move you wanted, and then
Well, I just tried to get my stick in there and kind of caught the edge of the net. In a play like that, you're kind of just panicking, and you just throw a body part in front of it. Thought I'd get my leg there, and unfortunate that Talby was coming back at the same time, and we kind of banked it in off him. So, kind of a funny play. We'll be seeing that for a while on the bloopers for sure. But
You feel like you guys did a pretty good job of sustaining pressure against that team. I mean, that second and third period, you guys carried a lot of it.
yeah, we had our chances for sure. We were in their zone for a while at a time, and but they hemmed us in as well. So learn from that and take some of the positives that come away from playing against a team like that.
I know you talked down the Crosby thing, but now that the game's over and you and him really sort of went head to head a lot tonight, was it fun? Did you enjoy it? Is it different playing against 87?
Yeah, it is different. To say it's a normal game is it would be lying. Obviously he's someone that I looked up to my whole life, and to play against him is fun. It's probably to my advantage. It's easier for me to get up to play against him than it is for him to get up to play against me. So I guess it's a bit of an advantage for me, but definitely fun to play against him and a good challenge. He was making plays all night, and definitely something I have to work on in my D zone.
Did that blooper in the first period kind of light a fire under you? Because it seemed like you had it.
You want to break up?
Teams, he led a couple in the first period and then shut the door. Happy with the 60-minute big picture? Happy with all that?
I mean, happy to get a point, I guess, against a very good hockey team. That was a heck of a game, but I mean, anytime you leave points on the table this time of the year, it doesn't feel very good. So we wanted the extra point tonight, but we'll take one after having to battle back after the first there.
Given the class of that opponent tonight, in those last two periods, was that some of the best hockey in your eyes that you guys played this season?
Yeah, I think that second period is probably some of the best hockey we've played. We were in their zone, we were cycling, we were getting pucks to the net, battling net front, got a big goal from Davey there, and we didn't give them a whole lot. So I think down the stretch there after the first period, we really turned our game around, and we needed to come back and get a big point tonight.
It was kind of a, sorry if you talked about this already, but kind of an awkward play there with Connor. He said he just took the blame for it, said it was his fault, just a funny bounce.
Yeah, I mean, it's no one's fault really. I mean, he gets his stick caught, he's trying to do the right thing and kick it further away from the goal line. I mean, if they get a stick on it, I mean, anything can happen there. But I mean, it just so happened that I turned around at the same time, ready to grab it, and it's just one of those fluky plays, and end up costing us a point tonight, which is unfortunate.
I thought we deserved better tonight, but like you said, it's a great game for us. We came back from 2-0 and gave ourselves a chance to win, and that's what we're looking for.
Back and forth, lots of chances. Could have been 4-4, ended up being 2-2. Did it have a playoff feel to it?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go back and forth like that in playoffs, but it was a great game.
And for yourself to get your first year as an Oiler, I mean, don't get the 2 points, but it must feel nice.
Yeah, it's always good to score a goal, and like we were trailing 2-0 and got the team back in the game.
David, in your mind, what did you guys tweak between the first and second to start pushing momentum in your favor?
I mean, sometimes I think we're looking too much at the other team and saying like, oh, it's Pittsburgh, and you get intimidating. And we went out there in the second, we played, and we know we can play with these guys, and that's what we did.
as much fun to play as it was to watch?
Yeah, I mean, it's not fun when they're coming at you. I think that we lost momentum there in the second half of the game, but Flower made some big saves. He made some big saves, third and overtime. So, he bailed us out, but found a way to get that point in the shootout.
And your shootout goal, tell me about it.
Yeah, it just kind of came down. I mean, at that point, the ice is pretty chewed up. You're not going to try anything too fancy. So I tried to, keep my head up and, get a shot on that.
Tonight was you against Connor McDavid, but how good is Connor when he's facing your team?
He's dangerous. I mean, plays that seem like nothing plays, he's able to create a chance. So, you try to contain him as best you can, but with speed like that, I mean, he's gonna create things out there.
Talking about speed, but speed with the puck. Have you ever seen a guy playing like this?
No, I mean, not necessarily with his hands. I mean, there are guys who are pretty quick and can beat you wide, but not necessarily stick handle through you. And I think he's got that ability, and he uses the guys around him really well. So, being able to give and go and get some separation for himself. So I think there's more to it than just being a fast skater. I mean, there's a lot of fast skaters in the league, but he thinks the game really well.
So they're a team that wants to mold themselves after you guys. Tonight, they put up a really good fight against you guys. Can you just talk about the game?
Yeah, I mean, they're a playoff team, and they've had success this year for a reason. So, we know that playing other teams, we're usually going to get their best. We're not going to surprise them. So, we've got to be able to compete every night, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that. We're missing some guys and, pretty banged up, and I think we've shown up with the right mindset every night. And I think the situation we're in, the importance of getting points ourselves and getting a good playoff position, I think that hopefully helps us. So, we're gonna see a lot of teams like this, and we've got to continue to play the right way.
You said it was 10 years ago when you won your first Artros second season in the NHL. Connor is in a race with you and Malkin, but he might do it also at his second season. Is it a question of being maybe younger, less, I will not say less pressure, but you just go with the flow at this age and you're not thinking about anything?
I don't know. I think, guys, like Connor are coming in the league and having a lot of success early. They're getting great opportunity to play, and deservingly so. I mean, you see some of the young guys that are, having an impact in the league. So, I don't think that they can be put in those situations if they can't handle them, and I think they've shown they can handle them. So, there's a lot when you're kind of transitioning, but these guys are elite players for a reason, and they're showing it.
No, I had to worry there for this one. But I think the game was a little almost tiring.
What did the Crosby versus McDavid show look to you like tonight?
Fun to watch. The two great players. A lot of skill, a lot of speed on both sides. But to me, Sid is the best. He's been the best for a long time, and I think he does so many good things, offensively, defensively, and is a complete player out there.
David has an overtime breakaway. What are you thinking?
I don't know. Try and stay patient. I know he's got good hands. He's quick both sides. He's already poke checked him once. So I thought I was gonna hold off on that for a bit, but worked all right.
In the groove right from the get-go.
It was fun. It was a fun game. I think from that maybe first save on McDavid there. I don't know. I thought it was good energy in the building. It was a fun team to play against, and I had a good time out there.
You like games like this when you're as active as you were tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's fun when you get feels like you contribute. You make some saves, and I don't know. That's why we're there. Trying to stop the puck, and it was fun. Not too many went in, so it was nice.
Those back-to-back chances, though, in the overtime. McDavid first, and then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, where you got the pad up and sort of kicked it up backwards. What was that like for you?
Entertaining, for a little bit. They're good players, a lot of skills, and get us too ready for these guys. They're obviously have good hands and good patience, so it was fun to make those saves.
Well, you played it pretty aggressively on some of those shots, coming out pretty far to challenge. Was it kind of by design, or just the way the flow of the game kind of went and dictated?
Like I said, so many guys have good hands, good, they're patient with the puck, and I just tried to maybe cut their space away a little bit, and my guys did a great job blocking shots and helping me out on rebounds and stuff, so it was good.
The other thing about tonight is the Oilers won an awful lot.
Wide out there again. As Russell circles the net, turns, lets it go. Cassian Desharnais, his first goal in an Oiler uniform, makes it 2-1.
Can the Oilers score other than on the rush? And right here, yeah, they can. Starts with a forecheck. Get in quick, cause some problems, and that's David Desharnais using his speed. Good support, shut off the boards, and then try to find the puck to the net. One of the areas that Todd McClellan talked about yesterday was the Oilers need to put more pucks on the net, and they need to bully their way in front. And you've got a 2-on-1 in front, and Desharnais and Zach Cassian stick with it. That's bullying your way to the front. You see David Desharnais, not very big, creates some space for himself.
McDavid fields a pass from Clefbaum. Right circle, Draisaitl. Power play down to 18 seconds. McDavid up top, just inside the blue line. One-timer, Draisaitl, save made, rebound. McDavid shoots and scores. This game is tied 2-2 with 7:15 to go.
They just kept hammering and hammering the puck, Jack. And Fleury with not much of a chance, given the fact to control the rebound, given the fact that there was a wide body screen in front of the net.
David's game today, 9 shots all over the ice, almost won the game in the breakaway.
I'm doing it again. He was a big positive factor in our game tonight. He was all over the rink. He played well offensively, defensively. Was a threat every time he was out there. Good in the circle, overtime. I don't know what else you want me to say.
So when he's playing like that, is the inclination for the coach to try to get him out there like 2 out of every 3 shifts?
Well, I think it says right here he played 26 minutes as a forward, so we can't play him any more than that.
Todd, overall, that's a pretty good team that came into town, although they were a little bit beat up. But are you happy with the way your team competed and at times carried play against a pretty good team?
Well, we're disappointed that we didn't get the 2 points. But what happened tonight was I thought that the game drew a little bit of desperation out of our group. We took it up a notch. There was more intensity to our game, and we didn't have that against Detroit. We didn't have that against New York, and it's that time of year. So it's in us, and the Penguins brought it out of us. Now it's up to us to keep it. So there was, in my opinion, some real positives in tonight's game. We kept a lot of plays alive in their end. The goaltender played extremely well. So point short, but a pretty good night.
A game like this is probably one of the more entertaining games we've seen here in quite some time. Are you in coach mode, or do you get a chance to just step?
No, I was, you're in coach mode, but you appreciate what's going on out there. It's going fast. There's a lot of skill, great plays. The energy in the building was phenomenal. Our 6th or 7th player, if you want to call it that, in the stands helped us tonight. You could feel it on the bench, and the guys got going, and so it was participation by everybody.
David Desharnais, his first goal tonight as an Oiler. Just your thoughts on him since he's come here and what he's.
I thought this was probably his best game tonight. That line was effective. They buzzed around. He's looking more and more confident. We used him in some power play situation too, so I think it's still take him a little while, but he feels like he's beginning to fit in, or at least that's what it looks like to me as a coach.
Todd, did you like what you saw? Pouliot is back in after a long time out. there was some physicality there. Cassian, same thing. Like, did you kind of like the way those two bookend things?
And with Dave in the middle, I think that was a line that complemented each other. The physicality part of the game was something I thought that helped us turn it in the second period. So credit to those guys that play in straight lines and finish checks without taking penalties. They had an impact.
When you see the firepower on both teams and it's going to 3-on-3 overtime, and you think there's no way this game is going to get to a shootout. There's so many chances back and forth.
Yeah, but then I look at both goaltenders, and they're pretty high end. So there is that last line of defense, and both of them played exceptionally well tonight. So a tremendous game. It was entertaining. Like if you're driving home right now, I want to go back to the next game. I just thought it was a tremendous night.
There's some nights where you go with Connor in the shootout, some nights where you elect not to. Was tonight just one of those nights where there's no way?
Yeah, he was at the top of his game tonight, and he was feeling it. So we went there. Good night.
Crosby, Connor McDavid game look to you like tonight?
Well, the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Edmonton Oilers was a pretty fast-paced game. And those guys obviously are elite players, but it was certainly, I think, one of the faster-paced games that we've played in.
Mike, what's Matt Cullen's status?
Cully's he's day-to-day with a lower body injury. He's been dealing with it for a few weeks, and we're hoping that a day's rest will help him. But he'll be a game time decision tomorrow.
He just this morning was just trying it out.
Yes.
Okay. Mike, what sort of changed in the second and third when they were able to sort of battle back and forth?
Well, they came at us, and we got on our heels. It was hard for us to get our momentum back, But obviously, you got to give them credit. They've got a good team, and they came at us pretty hard. I thought we defended hard, but certainly we're at our best when we're playing at the other end of the rink, and we would have liked to have held on to pucks a little bit more in the offensive zone, forced them to have to defend us. We couldn't seem to get an opportunity to change the momentum.
Your goaltender, you talked this morning about having two number one goaltenders. Obviously, Roger had a great game too. Just your thoughts.
He was terrific. I thought Mark was the difference. And, I think that, as I said, we believe we have the best goaltending tandem in the league. These guys are both number one goalies. They've played extremely well for us. I thought Mark was terrific tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.